Cheerleader Allison is tormented by nightmares revolving an impending cheerleading competition. She arrives at cheerleader camp to train with her teammates, where she rooms with the mascot, Corey, who is often ridiculed by the cheerleaders. Allison's boyfriend, Brent, immediately begins flirting with a blonde cheerleader named Susie. The girls go to the river where they sunbathe, and are spied on by Tim, a member of Allison's cheering team. Also watching them is Sheriff Poucher, who gets interrupted by the camp handyman, Pop. The next morning, Allison finds Susie in her cabin with her wrists cut, dead of an apparent suicide. The next day, Allison goes into the kitchen walk-in refrigerator in search of a drink and discovers Susie's corpse on a shelf. The police are called, and Miss Tipton explains to Sheriff Poucher that, in order to protect her job, she didn't want to report Susie's death until the program was finished. The sheriff assures Tipton that he will take care of the matter, and the deal is sealed by the pair having sex, an act which is caught on video by Tim. As the result of a prank, the sex tape is broadcast the next day instead of a video of the camp's cheer routines. In the meantime, Brent has begun to flirt with teammate Pam, concerning Allison. Allison has a nightmare in which she cheers along with a group of mascots as Brent has sex with Pam. At the river the next day, Brent and Pam leave to have sex. They argue, however, and he leaves Pam in the woods where she is murdered with garden shears by an unseen killer. That evening, Allison has a dream in which she kills Pam. The next day at the competition, Allison worries that she may have hurt Pam in a fit of rage and not remembered it. She mentions this to Corey, who assures her that she slept through the night. On the day of the competition, Pam is nowhere to be found. Corey competes in the mascot dance contest, but the competition is won by Tipton. During the team's improvised routine, Tim falls off stage, knocking Pop to the ground in the process, prompting the handyman to declare, "I hope you die." During the Camp Queen competition, Teresa, who has become increasingly worried about Pam, goes to find her. Corey and Brent follow separately into the woods to look for Pam and Teresa, and Miss Tipton sends Pop to search for her as well. Teresa finds Pam's body in the woods, and is chased down by a van before getting crushed against a tree. In the meantime, Allison and Bonnie compete for title of Queen, which Bonnie wins. Tim manages to impress a cheerleader from another team and takes her outside to have sex with her. He returns almost immediately with his hand covered in blood and reveals that he has found Teresa's body. Brent announces at the party that there is a killer on the loose, prompting the cheerleaders to panic and flee in their cars. Miss Tipton stumbles drunkenly into the woods to search for Pam, but she is soon killed. Allison, Corey, Bonnie, Tim, and Brent try to drive away, only to discover that their car has been tampered with, rendering it undrivable. The four hear gunshots in the woods, causing them to run separate directions. Allison returns to the van followed by Brent, Bonnie, and Corey, who claims someone attacked her in the woods. Brent retrieves Timmy's video camera in the woods, where they watch Timmy being killed on tape. The four set a booby trap using a bear trap in the tool shed, which inadvertently kills the sheriff. They then encounter Pop, armed with a shotgun. Corey accuses Pop to be the killer and shoots him with a revolver. Back at the camp, Corey and Bonnie go to call the police, leaving Brent alone with Allison. He attempts to have sex with her, but she resists. Corey stumbles in, saying she can't find Bonnie. Brent goes to look for her and Corey tells Allison she thinks Brent may be the killer. Armed with the revolver, Corey sends Allison to shoot Brent. They find him standing over Bonnie's corpse and Allison shoots him. When the police arrive, they charge a distraught Allison with the murders. Corey supports this, claiming that Allison would have done anything to be number one. In the ambulance, Allison insists she only killed Brent, but the detective says that Corey blamed all the murders on her. Allison screams as she is taken away while Corey, dressed in a cheerleading uniform, cheers in front of the camp at dawn.